Hi friends, join me today as we go to Port Orchard, Washington to celebrate this couple's first Christmas in their waterfront home, which was a lifelong dream. And we're gonna do a short interview with them to see how they made this house a home. And we also are gonna celebrate by decorating their tree in a nautical theme. So it's gonna jazz up the place for their first Christmas. Go ahead and join us today. And you don't want to put these lights on the edges of the branches. Well, first of all, it's not going to give you that depth that you want in your lighting, but also you have less room for your ornaments. All right. And this one has a few different, I think when we hook it to some of our cluster lights, it'll have a few different modes of like fading and flashing. So we have it nicely lit back here. So you could see that they got this great view. So, all right, so we've got that. I got to stand back and take a look. So it gives us a good lighting in the center of the tree. So then when we go to put the ornaments on, everything's gonna really sparkle. All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put some picks in there, and that will give the tree a little interest, a little depth, and we'll put the tree topper down, and we're making progress.
Be quiet now.
All right, we are back, and we've changed to how our lighting was. I was doing the wedge pie slice back and forth in the back part of the tree, but we did not have enough cluster lights. We had, I think each strand was 360, right? And we had two of those, and then we had another strand of close to at least 300. And that wasn't enough lengthwise. So if you're gonna do the cluster lights, which we still did do it, we put each strand together and we put it in the back of there and kind of zigzagged around, and then we have the pre-lit colored lights. And then we also have two strands of clear, warm, or white lights, the warm ones. So we've got some lights on here. I'll let you know at the end. Hello, so welcome to my channel today. Today we are doing a Christmas decoration, and this is Farrah Fox, my dear friend that I met here in Washington 4 years ago. And her and her husband Brian have a really interesting story of how this house came to be. And we'll show you in this video some different panoramic type of shots of the wonderful waterfront property they have. So I'll give you a little bit of info on Farrah, and don't mind my notebook because I just want to make sure I remember everything I wanted to ask you. So basically, how long have you and Brian been married?
It'll be 38 years on the 14th of December.
Wow, that's coming up pretty good. Yeah. And have you guys always lived here in the Pacific Northwest?
Brian grew up on the East Coast, and I grew up in Spokane, Washington, which is on the other side of the mountains,
Okay.
other side of the state. And then I came over here to go to college at Seattle Pacific University, and he went to the University of Washington, and then we met at church.
Oh, wow. So you pretty much like met, yeah, did you pretty much love at first sight or?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It really was.
Yeah.
Yeah. We fell in love really fast.
Oh,
We
that's
were
really
so well
cool.
matched. Yep.
I think they are. So how many children do you have?
We have 4. The oldest is 33 and the youngest is 23.
Yep.
A boy and 3 girls.
Yeah. And I've met some of them and some of them I haven't, but they seem delightful and beautiful. I met your daughter Hope today, and she's a beautiful girl.
Yeah. Yep.
So tell us a little bit about, I know you're a homemaker now, but you also are a nutritionist.
Yes, I have a degree in foods and nutrition, and I worked at a school in the kitchen first, and then I had kids and became a homeschool mom and did that for 19 years. And then I went back to restaurants and worked in restaurants.
Okay, awesome.
As a prep cook and as a chef there.
And Farah has so graciously offered to come back on the program, and you come up with some really cool recipe plans for people that are say they can't cook at all or novice, right? You want us to tell us a little bit about that? Or
I volunteer at the local food bank, and one of the young ladies there said she couldn't cook, and I said, oh yes you can. So I gave her some ideas of just easy ways to put things together and come up with homemade meals.
I think that's going to be a great that's a great idea, you know, to help people, because it gives them that sense of accomplishment and achievement. It's like, yes, I can really.
And if you involve your kids in the cooking, then they like eating what they made.
Yeah.
And they're more likely to eat their meal.
That is true. That's a good one. So you're going to have to look forward to this next year. We'll have Farah on, and she can help us with some of those ideas. So let me see, what else would I wanted to ask you about you? Oh, so how long have you been in this house now?
We bought it last November and then started demolition and started the work on it. And then got it to the place we could move into it at the end of May. And so we moved into it at the end of May so we could sell the other house and have enough money to keep going. When we moved in, we didn't have interior doors or any trim on the doors and windows, and the kitchen was not done at all. And, and the water wasn't drinkable because the house had sat for so long that we needed to run the water through the pipes for a while for it to be drinkable.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah,
wow.
so it's been a road, but it's so worth it.
Now, how long did you live at your other house?
25 years.
25 years. And what got you in the idea of this is time to move? You know, tell us a little bit about that journey. What, you know, about that process from going from where you were and then starting out, because you and Brian are getting closer to like quote retirement age. So
we're empty nesters.
Okay.
So we didn't need our 5-bedroom house anymore. And so we looked for a 2 or 3 bedroom house that had a view, because I've wanted a view for 30 years. So we started looking and praying hard, and God did some miracles, and we were able to get this house.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, it was exciting on our end as their friends too, to see, you know, just see your dreams come true. You know, we know what was in your hearts, you know, to really get a water view. And we were talking about too the fact that, you know, it took a real miracle, you know what I mean? Because when you think about, sometimes when you think of something you really want and it's by the waterfront property, is usually so crazy expensive, and you're like, okay, how am I ever going to do this? And you can ditch your dream. But you guys, what kept you going and motivated not to just give up on what was in your heart you desired?
It's kind of an adventure when you have a vision that's bigger than yourself, that you know you can't do by yourself, that you have to have God come through. There's no way we would have ended up with a house like this if God hadn't just put lots of different circumstances together to make it work. When we bought this house, the housing market was really slow. There was almost nobody through looking. The listing agent forgot to put pictures of the view with the house.
Oh
so when
God.
you looked at the house pictures, you didn't see the view. It was just in the description. But I happened to notice. And then also, we got an inspection and found out that almost everything needed to be replaced in the house.
That'll do it too sometimes.
Yep. So after the inspection, then we made an offer that was real low, but they needed to sell the house, so they took it. So that was really exciting.
Yeah. And then when you got in here too, and you realized there was so much stuff to be done, but you guys didn't give up. You kind of, I mean, outsiders looking in, I'm like, wow, I'm really impressed at, I'm impressed with God, and I'm impressed with you all, you know, how you've persevered through all, you know, some people might kind of want to throw in the towel, but you guys persevered, and you've got a beautiful, beautiful kitchen. We'll have to make sure we get some video footage of that. I didn't get that yet, but yeah.
Lots of it's used, and lots of it we got from OfferUp. All of the appliances are used, and the cabinets, and it's just we were able to make it come together. We had a great contractor.
Yep. So you found some good. The Lord led you into some really good deals to get discounts, but it wasn't. It's beautiful though. Everything is beautiful, and it's well done, full of taste. So let me see. I think that was pretty much what I. Well, no. What advice would you give to people that have a dream? You know, have a dream like that of owning, you know, their kind of like dream house or dream. I mean, for you, it's even the dream view, really, where you wanted to be. What advice would you give to?
I think the biggest thing is to stay flexible, because we originally wanted a mountain view, but when we started looking, realized that I was just really felt drawn to this area, because this is where my mom grew up, and I have family history in this area and relatives in the area, and just really started feeling drawn in this area, and then realized there's a lot of water views in this area. So then we started looking. The view was what was in my heart, and God provided that. But I think he had a different idea than I did at the beginning. So we just had to stay flexible and listen, really listen.
So that's your advice to future homeowners that want to get to their dream. Be flexible. It's not going to be all
exactly what you think.
Yeah.
But it could be even better.
Yeah. And this view is gorgeous. It's like I said to Farah, I'm like, I don't know how you could get anything done. I just want to sit here, and right now it's getting to be night, and I'll have my husband scan. You can see all the boats across. Did they call this the Sound or a bay? What do they call this?
This is an inlet.
Oh, an inlet.
But it's on the Puget Sound.
It's on the Puget Sound. But you can see all the ships lit up, and so pretty, so pretty. But thanks for letting me come into your home and decorate with you.
Thanks for doing so many awesome things. It's beautiful.
All right. All right, so next we're going to put the ribbon, and I chose the champagne gold in this see-through glittery green, and it's got some nice scrolls on there. So we're going to put that on the tree next. Let's see, maybe I'll go down this way. Yeah, I'm going to go back into the tree and just take one of those wires or one of the branches and then just fluff it out a little bit. All right, so we made the progress of gotten a lot of our glass bulbs in there. Now we're going to put our bigger ornaments to fill in any holes, and then we're going to put our special ornaments on next to get this tree completed. So we need something bigger there, huh? Yeah, here. Sometimes you got to finagle with these to get them to fit the way you want it to, or hang the way you want it to. There, I like that. All right. Definitely need something interesting here. I think we need a, is this the bigger one? Or
No,
yeah,
that's the smaller one.
Yeah, I think we need a bigger one. Or like, where did I say? Right here, huh? That didn't work quite right. There I go. Boy, I love. Gosh, I've had them for so long. I made these. Gosh, over 20 years ago, Farah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you going to go?
Well, let's
Put it back in, or
maybe more. Well, I have a lot of little starfish too, so I'm thinking bigger things to the tops, medium things in the middle, and the smaller things on the. Wait, did I say that? Large on the bottom, medium in the middle, and small on the top. I feel like we should have like a sound of a foghorn or something.
if the windows were open, you could hear the fairy horn.
Oh, that would be cool. So here's the final decor. Here we have the clear lights, and I'll put it on in a moment with the colored lights so you can get an idea what. But let me get a close up. Did you get a close up of the tree already? Hon?
Not finished.
So I'll just scan through. We had a few glitches along the way with the lights, but all in all, we got resolved. So these lighthouses, these are actual replicas of lighthouses in New England and um, the eastern part of our country, north and south. So I've had these for a long time, and they're made out of glass. Then we have some homemade shell ornaments.
Yeah, she's not using it.
And we have some sand dollars that I got here in the Pacific Northwest. And here's some more lighthouses. Sailboat, starfish. There was our tree topper. I would have loved to have that gold, like, so it was like a pampas seagrass. That would have been nice, but I just couldn't make that work. And it turned out real pretty. And here's a
Can we
view.
turn the lights on?
Yeah, you can turn the lights
You're
off.
gonna show
Oh
them?
yeah,
You can show the
yeah. I
view.
want to show them the. So this is their gorgeous view. I know this isn't the best. Oh, this is so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. This is their view. I could just sit here all night with a cup of tea. Oops. It is so beautiful. All right, so we're going to pan through the kitchen and see the beautiful job. Of course, you didn't see it before, but believe me, it's way different. But she has a beautiful mixture of white and blue with this. Everybody would be volunteering to do the dishes for this gorgeous view. Let me get out of there. But see, you can see all the uh, ship lights and things like that. It's beautiful. Isn't that so beautiful? Oh, that's gorgeous. All right. To the cabinets and the stove top. And let me get a good, let's see if I can get a good shot of this. It's a mixture of the blues, grays, and whites. I don't even think the video does it justice, but another beautiful countertop. And we got the the wall ovens and microwave. And some more counters. It's not a huge kitchen, but it's like a perfect size. And they've got it laid out so beautifully. Beautiful colors. Um, light blues, darker blues. And then you can see into our tree's coming along, slow but sure. And while I've got the camera, let me scan through. And like I said, we had these 3 picture windows, which you saw earlier when it was light out. And there's the mantle. And I wish I had taken the floor. They had redone all the floors, and they just look gorgeous. Oh yeah.
Just knock the bottom down.
Yep. And pretty stuff. So it looks so pretty in here. They've done an excellent job. All right. Tree.
In the dark. It's so pretty.
Oh, it's so pretty. Let me just see here for a second. Oh, the lights. I love the colors on there too. It's so pretty. Okay. Now I'm going to get up and I'll do the dining room.
You want Santa down?
No, he's good. We'll leave Santa alone. He's minding his own business. So this is what we ended up with. We didn't quite finish our wreath. This is somewhat of maybe what it will look like, but you get the gist. But let me go and just show you all the little things we did. We tried to do the evergreen trees that the Pacific Northwest is really known for, and with the nautical because we're right by the water. So well, we got this little cute crab that this was Brian's mom's. It's actually an ashtray, so I don't know how old that is. How old do you think it is, Farah?
60 or 70 years old.
Wow, that is so cute. I love it. So back up. And then we've got our anchor garland there. So we probably should have used I should have used some greens probably, but I didn't think that one through enough. But because with the old feel of this home, that would have been just classic. But we turned out with something nice. And right, let me come, I'm gonna stand back a little bit and get. Here we go. Oh. This is one of my favorite right here, this glass tree with the little stones on there. I just love that.
Okay, I did.
All right. Everything looks perfect. Farah, you must pinch yourself and go, wow, I can't believe this is my house. I mean, with this view and everything, you've made it look so nice and homey.
We are so blessed.
It's classy and homey. And that's a hard mix. So I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. This might have another ending, but I'm going to say Merry Christmas here anyway.